A very warm good evening to you. It's so nice to have your company here on Ideal World. My name's Denise. This hour is about the incredible offers that are available from the award-winning Planet Cruise team. Now, we have got some amazing destinations for you. Wouldn't you love to go on holiday on a cruise liner and be treated like royalty, have amazing food, your every whim being looked after? That's what it's all about. Let me introduce you straight away to cruise expert Glenn. Always a pleasure.
Where's Sean?
Never a chore. Shut up.
Where's Sean?
It's so normally so
Twice
nice to have you with...
Is he not talking to me? Have I offended him?
I don't know what you've done, but he said, no, I'm not doing it again.
I've got Denise. Lovely.
You can have me instead.
That's lovely. There you go.
People want to know, because Planet Cruise, amazing company, award-winning company. What happens? What's been going on in the office? What's been happening in the last week or so? Busy again. I say it every time I come on board and people think, yeah, here we go. But we've been doing loads. Me personally, I've managed to get out of the office quite a bit in the last couple of weeks. So I've been doing quite a bit of filming on the ships. Yeah. Just come off Norwegian Jade, which was nice to do some filming on there. And the Magnifica, which we're going to be talking about in a moment with MSC, we filmed on there, which was really, really nice to get on board and see one of the MSC ships. So it was nice. And you actually have, the people that operate the telephones, yes, they actually arrange bespoke trips for people as well. If somebody at home sees a deal that they absolutely love and they want to travel from a different airport or they want to tack a few days on somewhere else, your people will do it for them.
We can do that, and we've got some deals tonight that's going to do that. I mean, obviously, we will try and get the best flights for you at the best price. We can package things together for you. And again, the main thing is if people haven't cruised before and they think we don't know what we're doing, they can give us a call. A lot of us have worked on the ships before. I've done 10 years on ships. Yeah. If not, they can speak to the team who are constantly visiting the ships as well. So we've got a lot of experience in the office, so hopefully we can sort of make sure that everyone has a good holiday. You must build up a relationship with the people that actually call and book their amazing holidays through Planet Cruise. We do. We get people that book in time and time again. And I actually want to give a couple of shout-outs tonight. So first of all, I want to give a shout-out to Mary. So Mary was called me up a couple of days ago. She's took her family over to the States on Carnival for next year, so I said I'd give Mary Sinclair a little call-out tonight. Also, Jerry, one of our Liverpudlian ladies that works in the office, she wants me to give Dee a big shout out tonight as well, so big shout out to Dee. And also Nicole, who's one of our seniors in the office, she wants to shout out to Terry and Laura. She's booked a couple of cruises with them lately, so we said we mention them. So they watch the show every week and it's great. And if anyone else wants us to mention their names, let us know and we'll try and do that for you. And you look after them, don't you? We try our very best. We do our best. Now, let's get straight into our first the specs are going on. We mean offer. Business. Right, now, this is, to me, this is amazing because we're going to be talking about the MSC Magnifica, but there's a difference to this, isn't there? Because it's aimed at us. What, the British? Yeah. It is, yeah. So with MSC, they're an Italian cruise line, and a lot of their cruises go out of Genoa and sail out of Italy. So when you book an MSC, a lot of the guests on board will be Italian, French, German. The announcements are in a lot of different languages. But what MSC are doing for next year, and this year as well, they're basing some of the ships out of the UK and geared towards the British market. Price-wise on this, you won't beat this price, and this is a really, really good opportunity to introduce you to cruising for such a good price. Now, I've just looked at the prices and they are quite simply outstanding. I do know that you can add a night by staying because they go from Southampton, so it means you can take as much luggage as you want, but you can add a night in the Holiday Inn in Winchester for £95, and that'll give you breakfast, parking and port transfers, and you can actually upgrade to all-inclusive as well, can't you? You can. So, I mean, I said I was on the Magnifica last week, thoroughly impressed with it. Really, really nice ship. One of the big ships, but it's, as I said, it's based out of the UK market now. So what they're doing for this year and for next year with these ships, they're putting a British cruise director on there. They're actually bringing in tea and coffee making facilities. I like a nice coffee. But they don't have that with the Italians, but they're going to have to do it with the British market. They actually, the MSC people came in the other day and made us test all the different teas, PG tips, Twinings, to find out what ones we like best. The shows are going to be geared more towards the British market and the entertainment, but again, the price on here is exceptional. You've got £499 for an inside cabin, but you can actually upgrade for a couple of £100 to a balcony. They also do with MSC what's called the all-inclusive drinks package. That's £23 per person per day. Yeah. So for £161, that's all your drinks included as well. Now, you also wanted to tell us about a new ship that's actually launching to the line this week, the Magnifica Meraviglia, yeah, it's a new ship that's just come out. It launched this week. It looks spectacular. I know some of our staff went and viewed it, but that's the new ship. We're selling that one as well. So they are stunning ships, MSC, and if you've not been on them before, they are absolutely beautiful. But the Magnifica, which this one was, if people want to try cruising, this is a really good opportunity to not break the bank. 7 days cruising, see what all the fuss is about, and then possibly you'll book future cruises.
And you're so beautifully well looked after
You
as
are.
well.
The staff are good on there. They look after you. They're very, very attentive. And as I said, they cater for all ages on there as well.
So we've got 8 days. Where are you taking us?
Well, it's a 7-day cruise altogether. So it's going out of Southampton. And from this one, we're going to make our way over to Le Havre. Now, Le Havre is the gateway into Paris. So again, if you want to stay in Le Havre, you can do. But I would recommend taking the trip, your Eiffel Tower, the Champs-Élysées, take a trip up the Seine, one of the boat trips. But beautiful opportunity. And the ship will organise that as a tour. And also we have a concierge team that can do that for you as well. Might be slightly cheaper, depending on how you want to do it. But great opportunity to the gateway into Paris. We then move on to Zeebrugge. Zeebrugge, again, is a nice port. We're actually going there next week on our cruise. But from there, you can actually make your way into Bruges. Now, Bruges is phenomenal. Great opportunity to go and see around the canals. The swans are on the canals, through the old cobbled streets there. Brilliant for your chocolates, Belgian chocolates, your Belgian beers, try a waffle. And again, nice time of year to go in April.
Try a waffle.
Try a waffle. But you can wander around the streets there. You've got the cart horses wandering around, and it is beautiful round in Bruges. Then we have the overnight in Amsterdam. Now, again, with Amsterdam, normally you have just a 1 day there. This actually gives you an overnight stay, so you can actually go and see what the delights of Amsterdam are during the day, and then just maybe go and do some window shopping in the evening around Amsterdam.
Never seen the nightlife in Amsterdam.
Haven't you? Oh, it'll make your hair curly.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's good when you're there, so you can wander around. You've also got the Anne Frank Museum.
Yes.
You have got the Red Light District. It's worth going and having a wander around there.
Just to say you have.
Exactly. You've got the square with Madame Tussauds. Plenty of things to do there. So, as I said, it is worth going around and having a look around in Amsterdam. And then into Hamburg for your final port of call. So this is a Northern Cities of Europe cruise. And you can go down the Reeperbahn. You can wander around the old cobble streets of Hamburg. Beautiful Gothic-style town hall and cathedral. And it's a nice opportunity to see some of the big ports of call in this part of the world. And, of course, experience the ship for $499, which is really, really great value.
I love it because these places are very real.
They are.
You see real people living their real lives, and it really is just a lovely way to experience other destinations.
I mean, I've been to these destinations quite a lot, and I'm actually jumping on a cruise on Sunday. I'm jumping on the new cruise and maritime ship, which is Columbus, which was the old ocean village. And that's where I used to work, and it's actually coming back to the UK market. And I'm taking 47 of the old crew on board for a reunion. Got the old captain and all that sort of stuff. But we're going to some of these ports of call as well. And even though I've been to Bruges, we'll go off in there again, because it is stunning wandering around. And we're also going to Amsterdam. So it's a nice opportunity to do your first cruise with MSC.
Then we have a relaxing day at sea, and then day 8 we return to Southampton.
Exactly.
So the lead date is the 9th of April 2018.
Now, this one here, as I said, we've got exclusive new price reductions. Of course, you've got that overnight on board in Amsterdam, so you can go off and go for dinner. You can add one night at the hotel in Winchester for only £95 per person. That's bed and breakfast, your parking and your port transfers included on that one. And it just extends the holiday 1 day. So if you're coming from other parts of the country, you don't want the hassle of doing it on the day you arrive, stay the night before.
And you just make it so much more pleasant and easy, isn't it?
Of course you do.
Right, now you can, of course, just pay a very low deposit as well. So what do you recommend that we go for, inside, outside or balcony?
It depends what you want to do. It's only a £100 deposit to get this reserved today, and you don't have to worry about paying the balance until 16 weeks prior to sailing. If it's your first cruise, to be quite honest, you maybe want to keep the budget down. I would probably go for an inside cabin. Start with an inside cabin. And then as you do more and more cruises, people then to start going, I want a window next. And then they see the balconies.
I want a balcony.
So it depends what your budget is. And it's very easy for me to say, oh, this is a great price. It depends what your budget is. But if you want to experience your first cruise, but keep within a reasonable budget, do $499 and spend £161 extra and upgrade to all-inclusive.
But you compare that to a hotel holiday,
for 7 nights.
Not
with all your
only
food,
is that
your entertainment,
ridiculously good, but you are treated so well.
And you wake up in a different port of call every day.
Love it. Doesn't it sound amazing? Right, now we're going to the Norwegian Jewel.
Yeah, so again, as I said to you before, I was on Norwegian Jade this week, but Norwegian now are really coming into their own. And the last couple of weeks, they introduced what's called the Premium All-Inclusive. So with every cruise that you book now with Norwegian Cruise Lines, you get the all-inclusive drinks package. So that's all your drinks included while you're on board the ship. And also your tips. They used to make you pay your tips compulsory. Now they're included in the price. So really, your food, your entertainment, your drinks, your tips are all included. The only thing extra you're going to pay for on board is things like spa treatments or any excursions you might do.
That you decide you want to go on. Now, I have a sneaking suspicion that you're going to want to do a few excursions on here because you fly to Shanghai.
This is something we've not really featured before, and if you want to experience this part of the world, we'll go through the ports of call in a minute, but it's not easy to get around this part of the world. So being on a cruise ship is the best way to do it. And if you want to see parts of China, you want to see maybe the Great Wall, you want to then go down into Japan and Seoul, this has it all for you. So we're going to start off in Shanghai. Now, if you've never been there before, it's old meets new. So you've got the old UU Gardens, and then you go into this metropolis of skyscrapers. And when I was in Shanghai, phenomenal buildings, beautiful views over the city, and as I said, it does come alive at night time. Now on this one we've included a 2-night stay. If you want to extend it longer, you can go 3 nights or 4 nights, but I would definitely do 2. People always ask us about the visas for China. Don't worry about that. We have the information we can advise you about. You will need visas for China, and we can advise how you go about doing that, so that's all secured for you.
Now, we go from London, but should we want to go from other airports?
Yeah, you're looking basically possibly Glasgow, Newcastle, Birmingham, Manchester, and of course London flights. The team will look for the best flights for you, and we can do that.
See, you look after everybody.
We try to.
Right, so then we get on to the Norwegian Jewel.
Yeah, so the Norwegian Jewel is a beautiful ship, and as I said, I think a couple of people are going to tell you about it now.
OK.
If your idea of a cruise is dim lighting, string quartets, tuxedos and ballroom dancing, then prepare to be challenged, because this cruise line is so laid back, it's almost horizontal.
Welcome to the most fun and relaxed cruise experience you're ever likely to encounter, where the entertainment never stops and the excitement just keeps on building. Welcome to freestyle cruising. Welcome to Norwegian Cruise Line. There's more restaurants than days of the week, and you can enjoy food from all over the world and dine and dress as you please. From trendy French bistros to steakhouses and sushi bars, Norwegian Cruise Line offers tons of choice. If you're a vegan, vegetarian, high carb, low carb, or gluten free, it's all covered.
Remember, this is freestyle cruising, so whatever your mood and whatever the occasion, there'll be a bar that fits the bill. With sports bars and whiskey bars, martini bars and champagne bars, alfresco bars and wine bars, bars with music and bars with sport, even ice bars. One thing's for sure, you definitely won't go thirsty.
Imagine playing Nintendo Wii on a 2-story high screen, or challenging a friend on the all-new Aqua Racer. Visualise eating world-class cuisine while acrobats tumble down on silks around your table. Or simply enjoying a beer as comedians make you smile with dedicated comedy clubs. Picture yourself singing along as dueling pianos compete, or settling into your own seat for one of the Tony Award-winning shows. Whether you're a single cruiser, holidaying with all the family, or planning a group cruise, you'll find something perfect for you.
Norwegian Cruise Line offers one of the widest selections of accommodation in the industry. There are exclusive suites where you have your own private sun deck, along with brilliant interjoining family staterooms that are cleverly located near all the kids' facilities, and balcony staterooms where you wake up to a different view every morning. But it's in the studio staterooms where Norwegian are head and shoulders above the competition.
Hard life, isn't it?
That was me and Keith's romantic break.
Is that what it was? The thing that my daughters loved most when we cruised was the entertainment and how beautiful some of the ships are. And this Norwegian Jewel is breathtaking, isn't it?
It is breathtaking, but just to let the viewers know that you have all different types of cruise ships.
Yeah.
Some are more formal than others. Now, Norwegian is quite relaxed. It's called freestyle cruising. So basically, you go and dine when you want. There's no set times on there. There's no dinner suits in the evening. You can still dress up nicely.
I like it.
But you can wear sort of smart jeans with a shirt. You still dress reasonably smart, but you don't have to wear the formal outfits.
No.
And again, when you're doing a trip like that, that really suits you. So it just gives you that little bit more flexibility. The shows are quite modern, and they're just very, very popular ships at the moment. And with this all all-inclusive now. Literally everything's taken care of.
But the destinations where we're going, everything is exciting.
It is.
The things here, these are things that you've wanted to see forever, like the Great Wall of China.
Exactly.
So we start with just a lovely relaxing day at sea, don't we?
We do. So we're going to get off, we're going to go from Shanghai and then a day at sea. And this is a chance for you to go and experience the various restaurants and facilities on board. And from there, we're then going to go into actually Beijing itself. So this is going to be one of the highlights. So of course, you've got the actual city of Beijing, and then you've got this little person to go and see.
Look at that.
On your bucket list, a place to go and see. You've got the Great Wall of China. You can also there go to Tiananmen Square, the Summer Palace. You've got 2 days there to go and explore. And, you know, they will offer tours on there. You can probably do private tours as well, but please don't scrimp and save on the tours. It might be the only time you ever go to this part of the world, and you want to see as much as you possibly can. And as I said, it is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. So, of course, go and see China and the Great Wall. As I said, you've got Tiananmen Square there as well. So it's something to behold, and really, really recommend that you see as much as you possibly can.
You immerse yourself in the culture
as
well.
Yeah, so you're doing China, you're doing Seoul, you're doing Japan on these ports of call. So it's got everything for you. We then move on to Dalian again in China, which is a slightly different sort of destination. They call it the football city and the fashion city here in China. Very modern again.
Shopping.
Yeah, shopping. Yeah, you can do a bit of shopping there. But to the east, you've got the Yellow Sea. To the west, you've got the Bohai Sea as well. You've got the Square City, golden beaches, beautiful area to go and see. And it's probably a place that most people haven't been to before. So it's something a little bit different for you to experience. We then go down into Seoul. Again, one of the great cities in this part of the world, the capital of South Korea, and plenty of things to see here as well. Great destinations, pagodas to go and see. You've got the changing of the guard. You can take the cable car to Mount Namsan mountain for beautiful views over the city at 237 metres high. And of course, try some of the street food when you're in the various markets and places to go and see. So very, very good.
But they're breathtaking.
They are breathtaking.
Then we move on
to, what's this one called?
Nagasaki.
No, we're going on to Jeju Island first.
Sorry.
Jeju
I was
Island
already
first.
there.
You were there. She's gone. She's taken days off your holiday. This, you have the opportunity to go to one of the highest mountains in the area. You can also go to a place called Loveland. Now, Loveland is an over-18s museum of sexuality and eroticism. So, 140 sculptures. All I would say is just be careful where you sit down.
I certainly don't need to give him any more ideas than he's already got.
But you've already got your ticket.
Take me to Nagasaki.
Then we go to Nagasaki.
That sounds naughty, doesn't it?
Now, going from that to Nagasaki is obviously very different.
That's
of course,
where Madame Butterfly was filmed.
It was, and of course it was the site in August 45 with the dropping of the atomic bomb, which is a dreadful thing that happened, but of course they've got the museums there to go and see. Very, very sombering, but I would recommend that you go and see the Nagasaki Atomic Bomb Museum and also the Peace Memorial Hall, and it is an experience to go and see that. I've been there myself, and it's quite humbling.
And
from there we move on to Miyazaki. Now again, I'm sure people will be phoning in saying we've pronounced it wrong. I do apologise. But here, beautiful countryside. You've got the coastline there as well. You've got shrines, temples, parks and gardens. You've got the Shinto shrine to go and see. And of course, as I said, beautiful beaches if you just want to relax. Something you probably wouldn't think that you'd get in Japan, but you have the opportunity to do that.
You don't expect that, no, not at all.
Then we go on to Kochi. So moving up the coastline, you've got the, again, beautiful beach opportunities here to relax and take it easy. If you want to do a little bit more of actual culture and history, you've got the Jizu sculptures and the Mikino Botanical Gardens. You've got Kochi Castle, which is a lot of people go and visit. And there are other places there that I'm not even going to try and pronounce. So we'll move on from there.
So now we're going to talk about beef, aren't we?
We're going to talk about beef. Now, the best beef in the world comes from Kobe.
Right.
And what do they do with the beef?
They massage it and play it Mozart, I think.
They do, to give it some of the best beef. If you like your Wagyu steaks, this is where this comes from. So it's famous for its steaks. Obviously, they are home for the Arian Onsen Hot Springs in the town. You've got Mount Rocco, which is beautiful panoramic views of the city. And, of course, the skyline of Kobe is very, very impressive as well if you wanted to go there. Then we go to Shimizu, which is the gateway to go and see Mount Fuji. You can see here,
look at it.
You have got so much included in this particular trip. And from here, you've got the active volcano. It's 100 kilometres southwest of Tokyo. It's the tallest peak at 3,776 metres. And also near there's a UNESCO World Heritage Site. You can hike, there's viewpoints there, but a great opportunity to go and see Mount Fuji in all of its beauty.
Now, then we go on to Tokyo, to Yokohama.
Then we go into Tokyo. So again, if you've not been to Tokyo before, an amazing city to go in there. And you can add a 3-night stay on there if you wanted to, for a little bit extra. If you're not away long enough, you want to do a bit longer. But they've got a replica of the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah.
Again, you've seen Tokyo with the flashing lights and the busyness. If you want to immerse yourself in the culture there of Tokyo, you have the opportunity to do this. But look at the area you're going to on that map. You would never be able to do that individually, and you've got that on the cruise.
No.
And remember, while you're on that cruise, all your drinks, all your food, all your entertainment is all included.
Everything. And when you actually look at the prices, it's unbelievable to think how many wondrous things you're going to see for such really a small amount of money.
Yeah, I mean, it is a trip of a lifetime, but look what you're getting. So you've got a 2-night stay there, in a 4-star hotel in Shanghai, and a food tour included.
Yeah.
Overnights in Beijing for access to the Great Wall. For £149 extra, you can add 3 nights in Tokyo. And as I said, you've got everything included.
And it's 4-star as well.
4-star, yeah.
Yeah. Incredible. Now, talk to me about the drinks packages, please.
So people always worry about drinks packages. What do they get and what do they get? All your drinks, to be quite honest, are going to be included with Norwegian, up to a certain value. So all your wines, your beers, your spirits, nearly all your cocktails will be included. If there's a cocktail that's over that price, you'll be charged for it. But to be quite honest, there'll be one very, very similar. So you'll have no problems getting drinks. You shouldn't be paying for any drinks on board at all. Great value.
Right, let's go and have a look now at a TUI. We've got a Thomson.
We have got a Thomson on this one.
Let's give you the details for the Thomson cruise coming up for you. And again, you've put together the most incredible offer. So we're talking about, I've got down here a brand new ship.
Yeah. So Thomsons are one of our best-selling brands.
Yeah.
And people have got their own opinions about Thomsons. They used to have quite an old fleet of ships, but they're modernising it as we speak. People go back to Thomsons for a number of different reasons. First of all, because the staff there are exceptional.
Yes.
They've been there for many, many years. They know the passengers that go back time and time again. They've also won the award again this year for the best entertainment for their size of cruise ships. They're British cruise ships. All the tips are included.
Yes.
Open dining on there as well. But what they did, I think it was last year, they brought in TUI Discovery. This year they brought in TUI Discovery 2, and next year they're bringing in TUI Explorer. Now these are some of the pictures from the TUI Explorer that you're gonna have on this ship. It's modern, it's funky, it's beautiful.
You're gonna
love it. And I think people, as I said, some people have got this impression of Thomsons. This is what they're bringing in these new ships.
Yeah.
TUI Discovery 1 and 2 are getting great reviews. And again, the other thing with this is they're all inclusive. So it's an all-inclusive cruise.
So you don't even have to think about anything.
Your drinks, your tips, everything's included. Now included on this one, it's their largest ship they have in the fleet, 962 cabins. You've got 10 restaurants in there, including the Surf and Turf, the Snack Shack, and also the Hot Stone Grill restaurant.
10 restaurants.
10 different bars.
So you can eat at a different restaurant every night.
10 different bars, 14 grades of cabins.
Yeah.
And also you've got a veranda area there, which is adults only, which is really, really nice. And they've also got a Finnish sauna. I don't know what the difference between a Finnish sauna and a Swedish sauna is. I'm sure someone will tell me, but they have one of those on board as well.
Yeah.
But they are beautiful ships, and as I said, this is coming in new for next year.
Staterooms are gorgeous, aren't
gorgeous.
they?
Yeah.
Right, let's go destinations. Now, we're going out of Bournemouth, you say?
Yeah, so Thomsons have the biggest variety, again, of airlines.
Yes.
You know, they package everything together. So if Bournemouth, you know, if you're living up in the north of England, speak to the team tonight, and they'll give you the prices for Manchester, Birmingham, Newcastle, wherever you fly. But there probably will be a supplement, but they can let you know what that's going to be.
OK, just call, you can call them now. 0808 250 2662 is the number to call. And you can get bespoke elements to make it perfect for you.
You can, but this is flying into Palma. This is where I got married last year, so it's a really, really beautiful place in Palma. And you're going to be taken by the team straight to the ship. From there, once you get on board the ship, you can relax, take it easy. Remember, you've got all-inclusive on there as well. Yeah. You can just chill out for your first day. Nice time of year to go in June, so it's going to be nice and warm. Then we go over to Porto Torres on our first port day in Sardinia. And here, beautiful part of the world in Porto Torres, really stunning coastline, great waters if you want to go swimming. Yeah. Just wander around the old town. You've got the Basilica, San Gavino, archaeological museums, and as I said, it's a nice introduction to your first day. And if you've not been into Sardinia before, it is beautiful.
I just love Italy. I mean, it's just incredible.
Then we're going into La Spezia, so we're staying in the Italian culture.
Yeah.
And this is La Spezia. Have a look at the pictures of here, and it's a beautiful opportunity to see some of the stunning areas of the port that you're going to be docking in here. Pastel-coloured buildings, quite similar to a place like Portofino as well, if you've been there. So down on this coastline.
And Amalfi,
Amazing areas here. And again, you can just if I was you, I'd just wander off, stroll around with the family, sit in cafes, do a bit of people watching as well, and just soak in that stunning part of the world.
Ti amo, Italia.
Exactly. We then go into Calvi in Corsica, and this is the birthplace of Columbus. And from here, walk around the old harbour. Remember, Thomson will offer tours in all the ports of call. But again, if you're on a budget, you don't need to do tours if you don't want to. Just wander around the old towns, go onto the beach, relax. It's going to be a nice time of year for some sunbathing. But again, nice chance to just chill out and relax.
The thing I find about the cruises the tours that Thomson offer you, it's actually really simple to see more, to experience more.
It is.
So it's almost like it makes sense. You can hop on and hop off more or less whenever you like.
Exactly. But if you look at this itinerary on this particular cruise, you haven't got any big ports of call like your Romes and Florences. So you haven't got to rush around with everyone trying to get off the ship at the same time. You can just go and see these nice parts of the world. We're down into Sète in France, and again, you've got the harbour area there, and a nice opportunity just to chill out. They've got boat trips going out. You've got the small canals there as well, the Canal Royale, and it's almost, they call it like Little Venice there as well, so you've got the little canal areas. But it's a nice opportunity to go around into the France area, and then down into Spain, into Tarragona, and this is the Catalonia area. You've got the 2nd century amphitheatre, the cathedral, and as you can see there, the amphitheatre is right on the beach. So you can do a bit of history and culture in the morning, and go and chill out on the beach
in the afternoon as well.
But, as I said, nice opportunity to see a lot of the Roman architecture that they have.
I love the idea that you've got the newest ship to Thomson as well. I think that makes it very
Palma's
exciting.
a great destination. It's only a 2-hour flight, 2.5-hour flight, so it's nice and simple.
It's easy.
And this will all be packaged up with Thomson, so it's an all-inclusive cruise, and again with exclusive discounts and tips included. It's a chance to sail on Thomson's newest ship to the fleet, which is the Explorer. Return flights from Bournemouth, plus overseas transfers. Speak to the team if you're in other parts of the country. And as I said, there may be supplements. The team will advise on that. But again, whenever we do a Thomson deal, they always sell very, very well.
Well, they should do, because look at that price and compare it to the hassle and the stress and the fuss of trying to book a holiday individually, trying to see all of those places. You just wouldn't do it. Nor would you get the amazing service. Nor would you get the fabulous food. Nor would you get exquisite entertainment all the time. Finnish cruise and Finnish sauna, Swedish sauna. One is humid and one of them is dry.
You are
by
a
the
wealth
way.
of knowledge.
No, I'm
Amazing
not.
what comes through your earpiece.
I have an earpiece. I have an earpiece. Now, let's move on to, I know, your favourites and Sean's favourites as well, Celebrity. Now, this is the Celebrity Silhouette, and this is the first time that the Silhouette has actually sailed from Southampton, isn't it?
So the Celebrity Eclipse is one of my favourite ships. I've been on it a number of times, and it was the best-selling cruise ship out of Southampton for the last 3 or 4 years. Beautiful, beautiful ship. So they've decided to just change it up, and they've moved the Eclipse to other parts of the world now, and they're bringing in the Silhouette. So this is not a new ship, but it's the Maiden sailing from Southampton. The Silhouette's got all the facilities that you have on the Eclipse. You've got the Lawn Club. You've got new shows. Speaking to Ruth and the team, they've brought all new shows on the ships across the fleet, which are brilliant. They've got the indoor pool in case the weather's a little bit inclement in April time, and also one of our personal favourites, me and Sean love this, is the Martini Bar. So again, they do the flaring and the cocktails there, which are great, and that's normally where you'll see Sean. With Celebrity, the food on there is exceptional. They've got great restaurants. If you eat in the main restaurant, that's included, but they've also got speciality restaurants where you can pay a small supplement. And within a cruise, I would definitely do that at least once or twice throughout the cruise. Now, again, depending on what cabin you book, if you do book the Ocean View or above, you are going to get the drinks package. But that's the Lawn Club there. That is specific, and no one else has got that on cruise ships. So you can actually lay out on the lawn. They have gardeners that look after that, and just chill out and relax, take in the sights as you sail through the fjords. And again, fjords cruising, if you've not done it before, is exceptional. That's the Martini Bar. Sean's probably just in the background there somewhere getting a drink.
You're dissing Sean Ryan.
I know him too well.
Sean Lyon.
I know him too well. But the shows are great. The ships are really, really good. And as I said, you know, we've all got our favourites. Celebrity is one of my personal favourites. And the good thing with this is, I'll be honest, Celebrity, I think this year some of their cruises have been quite expensive. The reason they've been expensive is because they're selling so well, supply and demand. So if you want to try a Celebrity cruise but you don't want to break the bank, the lead-in price on this is $799 for an inside cabin for a Celebrity cruise.
It's not that much more to go for the Ocean View.
And with the Ocean View on the balcony, we've got a free upgrade from the Ocean View to the balcony included on this one. And if you do the Ocean View, or above, you will also get all your drinks included.
Yeah.
You'll get parking included, and we've also got an offer with Planet Cruiser Man. We'll pay half your gratuities as well.
See, it actually makes more sense, and it works out that you'll actually be saving more money and getting a better experience.
And you know that everything's included on the ship.
Yeah. Okay, let's get on board. We're sailing from Southampton.
So we're sailing from Southampton. As you do with a normal Fjords cruise, you normally have a day at sea, which is great. You can just chill out, relax, experience the ship. Then we go into the second biggest city in Norway, going into Bergen. So again, you've got the Hanseatic buildings there, which you'll see they all lean to one side, the wooden style buildings. Wander around the cobbled streets. As you wander past those, you'll come to the fish market, and you've also got what's called the funicular or the cable car, depending on what you want to do. Great views of the city, and Bergen's really, really popular. I never say don't do a tour, but in Bergen you could just wander off and do your own thing.
I like Norwegians. I like Vikings.
Do you?
They are so friendly.
What, the Vikings?
Well,
are you sure?
Yeah, they're the ones I've
They've got
met.
a bit of a checkered history, let's put it like that. I wouldn't like meeting down a dark alley. But again, when you go into Bergen, you just wander around, and it's really, really nice. But you will find in Bergen itself, and throughout the Norway, prices are quite considerably more than what you'd pay in the UK, so just be careful. I love watching people on the first day in Norway trying to work out the exchange rate when they've bought a coffee and realise it's just cost them £7.50.
Yeah, don't do it.
That's Norway.
Go back on board.
You're not going to get away with that. Then you come back and you're going on to the next port of call with Alison. Again, great sailing in here. Whenever you do a Fjords cruise, if your budget stretches to an inside, take an inside cabin.
Yeah.
But if you can stretch to a balcony, the highlights of a Fjords cruise is sitting out on the balcony, sailing in and out of the fjords.
Yeah.
What you don't want to be doing is in your room in the dark, in an inside cabin, as you're sailing in and out, getting ready for dinner at night time.
No.
So I really recommend trying to take a balcony. Alison's lovely. You've got the stave churches, an old city there to wander around. And again, with this one, you might just want to wander around Alison yourself and just take in the sights, and then come back to the ship.
Okay, and from there we move on to?
We head on to Geiranger. Geiranger is the biggest attraction in Norway, with this and the Flom Railway, but here we go into Geiranger. Now, Geiranger Fjord, the sailing, if you just look on the right-hand side, you see the ship, you see the zigzag road?
Yes, I can.
I used to run that for charity from the ship, so I used to come off, run up there. It took me about an hour to get up there and about 4 minutes to get back down.
Was that when you were fit?
When I was fit and young, yeah. But the views there, so you go up to Eagles Bend, that's called Eagles Bend, and you've also got Dalsnabø. Dalsnabø, you can actually go 1,500 feet above the, up there looking down on it, and that's where you get the great pictures of the ship. It's the sail in and out of Geiranger Fjord is a must, and that's why I'm saying have a balcony or go to the top deck and take in those views.
So
it's beautiful.
if you take
that's
ocean view, you'll get a free upgrade to
exactly.
That's subject to availability,
subject
isn't it?
to availability.
So it makes sense.
But that's the sailing into Geiranger Fjord. It's beautiful. Then we go into Stavanger. Stavanger, again, is quite a bustling city. Loads of bars and restaurants, very young. You've got the Lupit Rock there, which they do a trip along there. But as you sail in, that is the sailing into Stavanger as well. So it's beautiful, and you want to be up nice and early in the morning as the sun's come up, sailing into these fjords.
See, these are pictures that you'll never forget.
No.
When you've seen them with your own eyes, you're going to have wonderful memories.
It's a nice time of year to go as well, because obviously it gets very cold in Norway in the winter, snow and ice, but it's starting to it's starting to warm up a little bit. So the ice and snow are melting, the waterfalls will be very, very strong, and again, you'll get beautiful views as you're sailing in and out of these ports of call.
Absolutely amazing. Right, now, then we've got another relaxing day at sea, and we go back to Southampton. So let's just let you know everything that's included. Which is impressive.
So the leading price on here is $799 for an inside cabin. But if you do upgrade, I think the price is $1299 to go to an ocean view, and from the $1289, sorry, $1289 for the ocean view. But that will upgrade you to a balcony. Now, with that upgrade, you will get the drinks package. You'll get the parking, and you'll also get half-price gratuities on there as well.
Makes sense,
which is really, really good value. It'll be the first time Silhouette has sailed from Southampton, so I'm sure they'll have some sort of celebration. And again, alternative sailings going through into September 2018. Just call the team and they'll give you the different prices. So if April's not the one, look at other dates.
Right, let's just show you drinks packages so you know what's included.
Drinks
you don't get frightened by anything.
No, so again, it includes speciality teas and coffees, which people don't always think it includes. You've also got your selected beers, spirits, wines and cocktails, massive selection on there. A wide selection of alcoholic beverages in the speciality bars and restaurants. And it doesn't include bottles of wine, but if you want to buy bottles of wine, because you get it by the glass, it's silly too, but if you want to buy bottles of wine, you'll get 15% off as well.
Okay, then we've got the Celebrity Aqua Class as well.
We have. So on the Aqua Class is an upgrade to an Aqua Class suite, they call them. Now, there's a couple of benefits. You have the concierge, that's first. So you go balcony, concierge, and then Aqua. Now, if you can go up to the Aqua class, you'll get a couple of benefits. You'll get complimentary access into the Persian Gardens, that's the spa area there, which is lovely. And then you've got the main thing is the Blue Restaurant. Now, we sell loads of people from balconies up to Aqua, because once people have eaten in the Blues Restaurant, it's only for you guys in the Aqua. No one else will eat in there.
So you're VIPs, you really, aren't you?
It's geared towards more healthy eating, but they do cater for everybody.
Yeah.
And if you speak to Sean, he won't eat anywhere else but the Blue Restaurant.
No, I'm not.
And even though the other restaurants are lovely, he loves the restaurant. So if you can go to the Aqua class price, do it.
OK, now, don't forget that number to call, because your dream holiday of a lifetime could just be waiting a phone call away. It's 0808 250 2662. 2662. Right, now, now this, to me, is very, very unusual. I love that you bring unusual offers to us. This is the Holland America line we're going to be talking about.
It is Holland America, but again, I don't think we featured anything like this for a long time.
No.
And this is taking you out into New England in the fall, and this is when you want to be out there.
Yes.
This is what it's famous for.
Yeah.
And again, you can get holidays over there, but just have a look at the price.
I know, crazily good.
Yeah, that includes your flights, that's the cruise, that's your one-night stay in Montreal. Again, if you wanted to extend that to 2 or 3 days, which I would advise, you can do. Now, Holland America we class as 5-star. Great ships. We had Holland America on the couch a couple of weeks ago, one of the people from there, and they are stunning ships, really, really beautiful. I wouldn't say they're formal ships, but compared to Norwegian, they're a little bit more formal.
I would just like to say that if you can get your act together, you could actually take advantage of this in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, so the first actual date going out, I think, is about the 30th of June, isn't it, if you wanted to. But if you haven't got the time to do that, we have got various dates throughout the season.
So we're flying to Montreal.
So we're going to fly out to Montreal first, and again, you've got a one-night stay there, but I would advise maybe having a couple of days there if you possibly can. So in Montreal, you've got the Notre Dame Basilica, you've got the Old Port of Montreal, Mount Royal Park, and as I said, the Old Town just to wander around. You've still got the skyscrapers, you've got the old and the new, but I think, you know, it's a 9-day package, extend it to 10 or 11 days and just ease yourself.
But you've also got the wonderful laid-back attitude of Canadians.
Yes.
Eh?
You have.
It's fabulous.
You have. Now, again, people will ask about visas. They've brought visas in now for the ESTA, so you need a visa for the States, which is about $15. You do that online, but you also need one for Canada now as well. But very simple to do. You fill it in online, $15, and it's done. OK.
Now, we've got a clip of film for you, and it's Keith talking about the ship.
Amidst the huge choice that's now available within cruising, Holland America Line offers an experience that's quite unique. It's premium class, but not pretentious. It's elite without being expensive. And with a proud history stretching back over 140 years, Holland America Line is perfect for the discerning traveller who loves to see the world from the comfort of an elegant hotel at sea. Known for the most extensive menus at sea, served gracefully in elegant restaurants. Thank you.
Bon appetit.
Holland America Line offer a plethora of excellent dining options. In the main dining rooms, guests may choose from fixed or flexible dining times, and the service is always gracious and the menu both varied and delicious. Fans of Italian food will salivate at the offerings from Canaletto's, and everyone will enjoy the steak and seafood of the wonderful Pinnacle Grill. Enjoying a few drinks in the company of friends both old and new is one of the highlights of any cruise. For some, it might be a glass of bubbly or a tasty martini in mix, whilst for others, a pre-show tipple in the ocean bar will be just what the doctor ordered. Whichever location you choose, expert bartenders will remember your preferred cocktail, or they'll help you discover a new favourite. Holland America's latest trump card is On Location, which brings the ports you visit alive through regionally inspired cookery classes, artisan workshops and local entertainment. You can experience steel drum lessons in the Caribbean, or Tai Chi classes in Asia, or a legendary ketchup dance in Bali. The evenings on board glitter with so many choices, with live music, thrilling stage shows and the ever-popular Dancing with the Stars at Sea programme. Bored? Not a chance. It's about getting the little things right, and nowhere is this more obvious than the accommodation. All Holland America Line staterooms have premium plush Eurotop mattresses, 100% Egyptian cotton bed linens, extra fluffy towels and deluxe terry bathrobes. Recent additions include innovative massage shower heads, lighted magnifying makeup mirrors and stylish hair dryers. And of course, your complimentary fruit basket.
That's the MS Veendam.
That is, yes. So that's the ship on there. And as I said, they are beautiful ships. They are classical ships.
Yeah.
And they've just brought out the new Koningsdam as well, which some of our team went on and were thoroughly impressed because, you know, not a lot of people go on Holland America, you know, for the British market. They seem to be, but they're doing loads and loads of stuff at the moment. If this is not the cruise for you, I would look at Holland America for South America. They're doing loads of stuff down there as well, Valparaiso to Argentina, or, you know, beautiful,
and your
beautiful
people will help, won't they?
Of course we can. Of course we can. But this particular cruise, as I said, is something a little bit different. I haven't seen this featured for a long time.
Yeah.
And again, if you want to go to New England in the fall and you don't want to get a flight and just stay in one place, this is a really good opportunity to do this.
So we go to Quebec.
Yeah, so we're going to go to Quebec first. So we're obviously staying with the Canadian feel at the moment. So again, with Quebec, you've got beautiful, beautiful scenery here. You've got a chance to go out to the Montmorency Falls, and of course you are along the St Lawrence River as well. You've got the markets, you've got the Old Port, you've got the Chateau Frontenelle, which is the beautiful old 19th century hotel. That's the most visited attraction in Quebec, and also the 400-year-old Place Royale, which was founded in 1608, so you have the chance to do that. So
I love it because you get a chance to practice your French as well in certain areas. And I want a Mountie. I want to see a Mountie.
I bet you do.
Stop it.
From there, we're going to cruise the Gulf of St Lawrence. So here, this is the outlet of the North American lakes via the St Lawrence River, and amazing scenery. Keep your eyes peeled. This is when you're going to spend the day up on deck, just taking in the views, trying to look out for the marine life, the bird life. Beautiful, beautiful part of the world, and they just do a nice cruise all the way down into Charlottetown. Now, this is the capital of Canada's Prince Edward Island, and again, you can wander around here. You've got the Confederations of Arts, the Province House of Historical Site, and they do say this is the birthplace of Canada, so a nice opportunity to step back in time, take in the views, and they have a stunning boardwalk, which you've just seen there, so you can just wander all the way along. And as I said, it's more of a chilled out cruise, this one, to see the parts of the world, and I bet many people haven't been to here before, so you have the chance to do that, and that's the Province House that they have there on the TV.
Then we go to Nova Scotia.
We're going to Sydney into Nova Scotia. Now here, it's the colonial town of Old Sydney. You've got the fortress of Louisbourg, the natural historical site, and again you've got the Celtic music and the culture here, which you can see with the big fiddle. They've got loads and loads of bars and restaurants to keep you occupied, and it is a stunning part of the world just to wander around, maybe a trip out to the lighthouse. Keep those cameras and video cameras ready to go, so just in case what you see.
I love this because this is very chilling but very beautiful to the eye. Everywhere you go is beautiful, and some of the places you're walking back in history almost.
You are, and as I said, you know, Canada and America are always deemed that they haven't got much history because they're new countries, but this is as far as they can go back, and as I said, a nice opportunity to start there. Sticking into Nova Scotia, we're going to Halifax. You've got the fishing village, you've got the Joseph Howe Falls in Truro. Again, plenty of bars and restaurants to keep you occupied. Another one of the waterfront boardwalks, and you've also got the Casino Nova Scotia. This has got plenty of shopping, restaurants, Fisherman's Cove, and just a great part of the world to experience.
And then we go into
then we go down into Bar Harbour as well. Now, Bar Harbour has got plenty of sites to go and see if you've not been there before. And again, this is the area of all into May. Now, as I said, we're in the fall time here. This is the best time to go down to this part of the world. They do trips over to Thunder Hole, which is the national park, and again, you can just wander around. But this is what you're going for. The next slide coming up now. This is why you're going to this part of the world at this time of year. This is what it's famous for.
Isn't it gorgeous? Then you get to fly home again as well.
Well, no, then you're going back into Boston. So we go back into Boston on this one.
You've got to have lobster.
So you've got to have lobster in this one. Now, if you want to, a number of things to do here. You've got the historical trail. Now, this is worth doing. It's 2.5 miles to stroll along all the historical sites. 16 historical sites to see there along the trail. You can take a trip over to the Boston Red Sox, the Fenway Park. And the other thing, you can either go and have a beer in the bar they film Cheers. That's on Beacon Street. And if you love the programme there, you can do that. Now, I think to add on an extra 2-night stay in Boston is £299 per person.
That's not much.
Well worth it. And if it was me doing this, I'd probably stick at least a night on at the start and 2 nights on at the end.
See, now, I know this is lead price, September. That is this year. So you've got your 4-star hotel in Montreal to start with.
Yeah, you've got 1 night stay there for you as well. You've got then a 2-night post stay in a 4-star hotel. You can add that on for $299 per person. Well worth doing. Return flights from London, again, we can look at regional, like Manchester or Birmingham for you, depending on what flight routings they have. And of course, all your overseas transfers. This is a package that we're putting together for you. And then you've got the cruise with Holland America.
Love it. Right, so what do you recommend to, because there's not a lot of difference between inside and outside.
No, so these are going this year, so if you're still not sure what to do, I mean, you've actually got one going there in about 3 weeks, so for $14.99, $15.99 for the outside. I would say that if you look at those prices there personally, the best deals there are on your outside cabins. Balconies, you can see, there's quite a big jump up to them, so depending on what your budget is, but I would say if you're going to do this, I would upgrade from the inside to at least an ocean view and have some light coming into the room. Okay,
now, our next cruise, our final cruise, this is one you did for me, isn't it?
This is one I've done for you because I felt I thought I'd gear yourself to your age group, and this is right up your alleyway.
Okay, but you're not wrong, actually. You're not wrong at all. Right. Now, reasons to take a Saga cruise. Beautiful food.
Beautiful food. They do say the Saga food is some of the best at sea, to be honest. I went onto one just before Christmas and we did a ship visit on there. Never been on one before. Had my preconceptions what the ship was going to be like. Beautiful classic style ships. The restaurants are amazing, and they've got a couple of speciality restaurants on there as well, which are beautiful, beautiful on there. Staff are very friendly, and what you will find is the loyalty with Saga. People go back with Saga time and time again. As I said, when I worked for other ships, people kept saying about Saga and the food and their chocolate fondues and their stuff. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Now, a couple of other things that Saga do as well is if people with Saga, I think it's 50 years or over that you have to go onto Saga. And again, when you're dealing with slightly older clientele, they sometimes struggle with the insurance. Now, Saga will provide insurance, okay, if you want to. Generally, they will insure anybody. I think it's about £70 per person, so that's one for you. They also do free Wi-Fi. Now, with this one in particular, this is a 7-night Great British cruise, so no flying on this one. And they're also going over to the TT races in the Isle of Man, which you might have never been to before. And they do an optional excursion to get you tickets to the TT races. And then finally, which is always nice, and it's never an empty glass, with dinner, with lunch and dinner, wine is included on this one.
So I love it. There's selected wines that they will just keep refilling your glass
when we went
with
on
wine
there,
and dinner.
Yeah, I enjoyed the start of the meal. Don't really remember the end of it because they do like to keep you topped up.
But I'm a lightweight, so I'll get all the benefit of the food.
Have a look at the ship. The ship is beautiful, and as I said, you know, the food on there is really, really good. And I think if you haven't tried one of these before, as I said, they've got a very, very loyal base of clientele that go back time and time again, and they know what they like, and the staff on there know the people that go back time again.
Well, they want comfort, they want to be looked after, they want an experience.
They do.
And at really quite affordable prices for all the luxury that you're getting.
I mean, I think if you look at the prices there, I think Saga compared to sort of other British cruise lines sometimes will be a little bit more expensive, but the actual standard on there is very, very high, and as I said, they've got a very, very big loyal fan base.
So from Dover.
So this one's going from Dover. We don't often go down to the White Cliffs. But this one's going from Dover, so you can obviously park down there, drive down, and then it's making its way round there to Dublin. Now, the other thing just to quickly mention, with Saga, depending on where you live, they do offer door-to-door chauffeur service from your house down to Dover. Now, T's and C's apply on this one depending on where you live in the country, but they will offer that as well for you.
Well, I think I could stand that, being chauffeur-driven,
So the cruise itself is going to make its way first of all round to Dublin, one of my favourite destinations in this part of the world. You've got the River Liffey, you've got Grafton Street, you've got Temple Bar. Again, you can take a trip out to some of the tours, over to Trinity Lake, and they've also got the gardens. But again, if you've not been into Dublin before, just go into the centre of it, immerse yourself into the Celtic history. Just for the crack. And again, when you're there, make sure you pop into some of the bars and have a pint of Guinness and just take all the music in it. It's great. I love Dublin.
Okay, now, so from there we go on to Liverpool.
Liverpool. So Jerry in our office works in Liverpool, and she's been there all her life, and been up there many times herself. So plenty of things to see there. You've got the Albert Dock, you've got the Beatles, you can go to the Cavern Club, and again, of course, take a trip over to Anfield if you wanted to, maybe have a look at there if you're football fans. I think even Goodison Park do it now as well. But again, you've got the Titanic Memorial, because of course it was one of the ports of call where they picked up for the Titanic, and I think, and I'll probably be corrected on this one, because they did have, the captain was from Liverpool of the Titanic, he's got his house there. When we did our Titanic cruise a few years ago, we went around there and we went to his house, but a stunning part, and what they're also doing in Liverpool now, they're investing millions into the port, because they're going to start using it as a turnaround port for other cruise ships. So people from up north, instead of having to come to Southampton all the time, can actually board there, and it's a really sensible idea.
It's a city of culture as well.
It is a city of culture, great place, and as I said, you have a chance of there. Then we go over to the Isle of Man. Now again, many people probably haven't been here before. I've docked once in Douglas. Normally a tender port over there. I'm not sure if the ship will dock there. It might be a tender port, but when we went in there, we wandered round. But the highlight of this one is the TT races.
Manx cats and TT races.
Exactly. So if you've not been there before, you might just want to do a trip over to the refuge or wander around the streets. But if you're into the actual TT races, of course, they shut all the roads. They actually race on the roads themselves. Quite a dangerous race, you know, if you've read the stories.
I have friends that have done it, that have raced on the Isle of Man.
And it is a dangerous race, but very, very exciting. And they do a tour there, an excursion where you can have grandstand tickets to actually go and watch the race. And if that's something you've not done before, you might want to do there. Then a day at sea, and then coming back to not far from where we're from, based down in Portsmouth, just along the coastline to the Jurassic coast of Portland. I was there a couple of weeks ago. Great opportunity to go along the Jurassic coast itself. Plenty of different destinations along there to go and see. Portland was for the home of the Olympics when the Olympics were here in 2012. They did a lot of the rowing and the canoeing and all those sort of events down there. But again, that coastline there, plenty of stuff to see in Dorset, and you can go all the way along there and see loads of different places. So you can even pop in our office and say hello if you want to. And then from there, we're back to Dover, and that's the end of your cruise. But this is a Saga cruise. It won't suit everybody, but it will suit a certain niche clientele that want to go on here. Free door-to-door chauffeur service or parking. Terms and conditions apply. Please call the team for details on this one. You've got selective wines with lunch and dinner included. Add grandstand seats at the TT races as an optional excursion. And again, you can celebrate on board with one of the VIP motorsport legends. I haven't confirmed who it is yet, but they will be on board as well.
And of course, you only pay a deposit. It's not a huge deposit.
You can pay a deposit today. The team will let you know what the deposit is. And then again, it's normally 16 weeks before we'll ask for balance on that for you.
It's wonderful. If you want luxury and you want to be looked after and you want amazing food, you're going to want to look at that. Now, if you want a company that is award-winning, if you want a company providing your holiday that wants to make it perfect for you, wants to make it bespoke for you, or you want to know what the fuss is about and experience the magic of cruising, you've actually got a show planned, haven't you?
We do a few shows throughout the year, but this is our Planet Cruise show. We did it last year and it's very, very popular. It's going to be on Sunday the 25th of June. Now, it's going to be down at the Amex Stadium down in Brighton. Now, if people want to go to this, they need to register at www.planetcruise.co.uk/cruise-events. Now, I don't know if this is a selling point, but Sean, Keith and myself will be there.
Most
Those
definitely.
two will just be wandering around schmoozing. I'll actually be on one of the tables selling cruises. So if people want to come down and say hello, if you've had a great cruise, you booked one with me before, pop down and see me. If you've had any bad experiences, don't say hello.
Don't go see him.
But you're more than welcome to come down and see us. And then what we do at some point during the day, we're going to do like a three of us a question and answer session, have some questions. Please be nice when you talk to us. But again, we'll be down there with the rest of the team. So we'll have people from the various cruise lines, all the big cruise lines will be there so you can ask questions. And what they tend to do is once they've done that, they come through, sit down with us and we can discuss cruises, and we tend to book them on cruises. But
we're going to recap what you've seen so far. So we started with the MSC Magnifica. This is tailored for our market. First of all, the dates, the lead price that you can see is the 2nd of April. Balcony is only $779 on the 2nd of April, but there's the 9th of April as well, and balcony is $699. 16th of April, balcony is $699, and 23rd of April, balcony is $699. Makes sense, really does make sense. So, exclusive price reductions, and we have got you've got Paris, Le Havre,
really, really good. And as I said, this is a really good introduction to cruising. And if you want to make it a little bit longer, add one night at the Holiday in Winchester for only £95 per person. That's your breakfast, your parking, and your port transfers, plus obviously your room.
Okay, then we went on the Norwegian Jewel on the Norwegian cruise line. Now, the date for this one, the lead date, is the 13th of April, and that's 2018.
Okay, so with this one as well, you've got a 16-night package here, Shanghai, South Korea and Japan. It's a premium all-inclusive cruise, so your drink, service charge and gratuities are included. You've got a 2-night stay in Shanghai, plus the food tour. You can extend it longer if you want to 3 or 4 nights. Overnight in board in Beijing, that's where you're going to get to see the Great Wall of China and Tiananmen Square. And then if you wanted to, for just £149 per person, add a 4-night stay in Tokyo.
Now, can I give you the ID number for that one? It's 151326. That's the ID number when you call 0808 250 2662, which of course is Planet Cruise. Now, then we've got the TUI Explorer.
So the new ship with Thomson, if you want to experience what all the fuss is about, you've seen the pictures, it's all inclusive, chance to sail on the newest ship. Flights are from Bournemouth, but they will have supplements on there as well. Lead-in price at 1099, and again the team will have the upgrades onto Ocean View and balcony on there. Lots of different dates on that one, but it is looking like a fabulous ship.
Okay, then we want to talk about the Celebrity Silhouette.
So this will be the Maiden sailing, 30th of April. Now, if you want to do a Fjords cruise and want a bit of luxury, Celebrity is very hard to beat. If you want to upgrade to the Ocean View, you can. And with that one, if you do an Ocean View, you'll get a balcony. £12.89, you'll get your drinks, you'll get your tips, and you'll get your parking included on that one. 7-night Fjord cruise is beautiful.
Your ID number on this one is 130363. Now, Holland, America.
Then we're going to Holland, America, over to Canada. 9 nights on here again. Add extra stays in Montreal if you want. 2-night post-stay extra for $2.99 in Boston. Return flights from London. Can look at regional airports for you as well. $13.99. And the lead date on that is the 8th of September on that one. And the ID is 143273.
Right, now, there are so many dates. We've got dates in June, with dates in July, August, September as well. Right, now, let's move on to the final cruise, which is the Sapphire, the Saga Sapphire.
So this one's on the 29th of May. Again, this one here is the TT Races from Dover. And again, door-to-door service and parking terms and conditions apply. Selected wines, lunch and dinner included. Optional excursion to the races. And again, they've got a celebrity on board legend on there for you.
ID number is 146690. Now, I would just like, because people do love it when you get new ships.
So next week, we've got Alicia from MSC is going to be on the couch talking about the new ship.
The Meraviglia.
Meraviglia, it's easy to say.
I had a lovely time.
Pleasure, always a pleasure.
Thank you so much. I'll tell Sean you were mean to me.
Thank you very much.
Just give them a call. You know it's going to be a dream holiday looked after by Planet Cruise.